Now we will understand the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In the case of prokaryotes, the cell size is generally small. In the case of eukaryotes, cell size is generally large. Prokaryotes are mostly unicellular, that is, prokaryotes are single-celled organisms in most of the cases, whereas eukaryotes are mostly multicellular. In the case of prokaryotes, the cell type is a primitive type cell, whereas in case of eukaryotes, the cell is an advanced cell which has evolved from prokaryotic cell. In the case of prokaryotes, the nucleus is absent in the cell. In that place, nucleoid is present in prokaryotic cells. In the case of eukaryotic cells, nucleus is present which is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. In the case of prokaryotes, cells do not contain organelles, whereas in the case of eukaryotes, organelles are present in the cells. In the case of prokaryotes, ribosomes present in the cell are of 70S type, whereas in the case of eukaryotes, 80S type of ribosomes are present in the cells. In the case of prokaryotes, the structure is simple, whereas in the case of eukaryotes, the structure is more complex. Example of prokaryotes is bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma, whereas the examples of eukaryotes are plants, animals, and fungi. Now the next question is, where are chromosomes found in a cell? State their function. Answer: chromosomes are thread-like structure. You will see here, these are thread-like structures which are present in the nucleus of animal and plant cells. Each chromosome is made of protein and a single molecule of DNA. DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid. The function of chromosomes is to carry genes on them that help in the transfer of characters from parents to the offspring. Now, question number 8. Cells are the basic structural units of living organisms. Explain. As we know that living organisms can be classified into two types: unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means single-celled organisms, whereas multicellular means the organisms which contain more than one cell. In the case of unicellular organisms, that is single-celled organisms like amoeba, a single cell provides structure for the body. Whereas in the case of multicellular organisms, cells form the structure of the organism. A bunch of cells combine together to form tissue. A bunch of tissues combine together to form organ. A bunch of organs combine together to form organ system, and in turn, organ systems combine to form the organism. So, cells are termed as basic structural units of living organisms. Now, question number 9. Explain why chloroplasts are found only in plant cells. Here you can see in this picture, these are the chloroplasts which are found only in plant cells and not in animal cells. Now, answer is chloroplasts contain a green colored pigment known as chlorophyll, which helps in the food making process called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process where green plants use sunlight to synthesize their food from carbon dioxide and water. Since only plants can do photosynthesis and not animals, so chloroplasts are only found in plant cells. It means that animals cannot manufacture their own food, whereas plants, in with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, etc., they prepare their own food. So chloroplasts are found only in plant cells. Now we are to complete this puzzle. Here we have been given the clues. This is across, this is across, this is across, this is down. First across. This is necessary for photosynthesis. We know that photosynthesis is the process in which the green plants prepare their food in the sunlight with the help of carbon dioxide, water, and chlorophyll is also necessary so that the photosynthesis can be carried out. So here carbon dioxide does not fit this fill in the blanks. H2O, water also does not fit. So we will fill chlorophyll. Next, term for component present in the cytoplasm. We have seen that if this is the cell, there are many organelles present in it. This is called nucleus. Then this is called mitochondria. Then there are other Golgi apparatus. Then there are endoplasmic reticulum. Then there are lysosomes, ribosomes. So the term component present in the cytoplasm. So all these structures, whether it is mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, these are called organelles. So third down the line, across, ORGANELLE, organelle. Term means single item, organelle. The living substance in the cell. Sixth number. As already told, that the living substance in the cell is known as protoplasm. Protoplasm consists of cytoplasm plus nucleus is equal to protoplasm. Protoplasm is known as living substance in the cell. Next is units of inheritance present in the chromosomes. Chromosomes carry genes which help in the transfer of characters from the parents to the offsprings, to the newborn babies. Genes. Green plastids. Green plastids is one down. These are known as chloroplasts. Green plastids are known as chloroplasts. As already told, plastids are of three types: leucoplasts, chloroplasts, and chromoplasts. Chromoplasts are yellow or orange colored plastids. Leucoplasts are white or colorless plastids, whereas chloroplasts are green colored plastids. So now, formed by collection of tissues. We understand that cells form tissues. tissues form organs, organs form organ systems combine to form organism. So tissues, a bunch of tissues combine to form organ. Second, two. Next, it separates the contents of the cell from the surrounding medium. Fourth, fourth is this. This is the outer covering of the cell. This is known as covering is known as membrane. Empty structure in the cytoplasm. As you know that in the case of animals, there may be no or small many vacuoles in the animal cell. Whereas in the case of plants, mostly a large vacuole is present in the case of plant cells. So empty structure in the cytoplasm is known as vacuole. You have seen that in the case of plant cells, there is a large structure which is known as vacuole. Other things like nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, other things are different. So now a group of cells combine to form tissues. So we have been able to complete this. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.